Okay, welcome back to the Young Sports Stars podcast series. Today I'm joined by Advikaa, a grade 8 student and competitive squash player who's been competing nationally as well as internationally over the past few years. So thanks for joining me, Advikaa.
Thank you for having me.
So let's kick off by asking what 3 words would describe you as a squash player?
Probably like fast learner, determined, and adaptable.
Okay, adaptable. Someone else said adaptable in another podcast. How does adaptable help you?
Like depending on how the player's style is and how they play. Like I have to play like either like slower or faster if depending on how the player plays.
So a lot of thinking on your feet,
Yeah.
well, literally. Okay. So I believe you tried a mix of activities like arts, music, team sports as well, before settling on squash quite recently, 3 years ago, I believe.
Yeah.
So what do you think it was about squash that made you commit fully to it?
Like something I liked about squash was the fact that it's an individual sport, and I like playing more individual sports because it's like my decision matters.
Okay.
And like my thing matters because like if I make a mistake, I make a mistake and it like
doesn't affect other people.
Yeah.
It's all on you. Okay. But you still enjoy team sports,
Yeah.
like in probably less competitive scenarios at the
Yeah.
moment, I guess. All right. So you compete in both national and international tournaments. So with gold, silver, bronze levels, could you just explain in a little bit more detail what those mean and which areas you're currently focusing on?
Like I mainly focus towards the gold and silver because that's the like more important ones for me. Bronze is mainly just clubs hosting it like for people to gain points, and I mainly target silver and gold due to like UA like those are more like important ones that UAE hosts, and those are like main ones everyone joins.
So these are the national internal ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the gold, silver, bronze. Does that also apply to international, or is that
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like bronze, I think, yeah, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So basically, like my first year of international, I mainly targeted bronze because it was my first time like being exposed to international players and like from all around the world. So we mainly targeted bronze, and this year we're targeting silver due to like my experience last year. I've played in Norway, Portugal, Egypt, and Spain.
So wow, so it's quite far afield you've traveled. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think people watching these episodes do like to know what goes on behind the scenes. So can we chat or hear about your weekly schedule and what it looks like?
Normally on the like weekdays, like school days, I train like around 2 hours, 1 hour squash and 1 hour fitness.
Okay.
And over the weekend, I train one and a half to 2 hours of squash and 1.5 to 2 hours of fitness, around 3 to 4 hours over the weekend. So 6 days a week of training.
All right. So what about nerves and pressure when you're competing in international or national tournaments? What does it feel like for you as Advikaa on the court? Like, how does it affect you?
Normally, I do get nervous when I'm playing internationally due to like my coach not being there and like me having to decide on my own. So in order to like solve that issue, I have to quickly analyze how my opponent is playing and then I have to play according to their weakness. So that's how I usually deal with the stress and how to like improve my game.
Okay, so basically thinking helps you to overcome
Yeah.
your worries, and
Yeah.
it's pointless traveling all that way and then.
Yeah.
So, do you think squash has helped you become more focused or resilient as a learner at school as
Yeah.
well as an athlete?
Because when I play squash, like I've learned never to give up and always push no matter like the situation. So also in school, I like even if I haven't done a lot of work and the summative is coming up soon, like I learned to like try my hardest and like even if I haven't studied that much, like just write whatever you know and you get the best
Dig
outcome.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess when you've got such a hectic schedule, you use
Yeah.
your like if you have 30 minutes, you'll make it count. It won't
Yeah.
be like, oh, let's listen to music or something else. Okay, that's good.
In order to look ahead for tournaments, like your fitness has to be in like good shape.
Okay.
So both of them are like a major part of having to perform. So fitness is an important like skill to have, like because if you're not fit, you're not able to play the game. Like you have to, because it's like it's a very intense sport, so you have to run around everywhere. And
Let's say 2 years time, 5 years time. Where do you see yourself squash wise?
I hope I'm able to like pursue it internationally and become a pro player, and I hope I'm able to enter and be able to enter like higher ranks in Europe and Asia, and I'm able to participate in higher level tournaments like platinum.
Nice. Okay, so let's ask you some reasonably rapid fire questions. So, what is your favorite part of a match? Long rallies or quick points?
Um, Normally I like quick points because like fast-paced games is where I like it more because I find like my shots are more accurate and harder for the player to retrieve, while the game is more fast-paced.
Okay. Discipline or confidence? Which matters more in squash?
Confidence,
Why?
I feel like, because if you're not like confident, like if you're disciplined, you can play the game, but if your confidence is lacking, like it brings you down because like your mental strength has to be a lot, and you have to be able to um confidently play the sport and know your like shots and be confident against your opponents.
And I guess everyone at that level is disciplined, otherwise they wouldn't be
Yeah.
there. So that little 1% or 0.5% of confidence or mental
Yeah.
strength. I was actually listening to a podcast yesterday with Patrick. I can't remember his surname. So I was the M, who used to coach Serena Williams and various other tennis players. And he says everyone at that level is like exactly the same, pretty much. It's just mental. Slight generalization, but
Yeah.
it's huge, isn't it? So, what's one word your coach would use to describe you?
Um, a
2 words.
fast learner.
Fast learner. Okay.
Yeah.
Forehand or backhand?
In squash,
Yeah. What's your favorite?
forehand.
Okay. But you have a good backhand, I guess.
Yeah.
Post or drop shot?
Um, Drop shot.
Get them running, eh?
Yeah.
Early morning training or late evening sessions?
Um, I think I like early morning sessions because then I have like the rest of the day to rest.
Okay. And when do you get schoolwork done?
In the evening.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
One word that describes squash for you.
Intense.
Okay. So love is there as well, I guess. Is
Yeah.
it? Okay. So intense love.
Yeah.
Um, so seeing that you're in an IB school and we do focus quite a lot on learner profile traits and ATL skills, etc., let's talk about that a little bit. So which sort of skills do you think you focus on in squash that have a knock-on effect in school and vice versa?
Like self-management is pretty important because like getting to training on time and coming back from training and like being able to manage yourself alone. It also helps me in school because like I need to be able to manage my time wisely to like get my work done for school.
So organization,
Yeah.
time management, reflection,
Yeah.
reflective after a match, during a match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Three, like it's normally out of 5.
Yeah.
So you have to win 3 games.
Okay.
And like you come in and out depending.
Okay. So in between, if let's say you have lost a game,
Yeah.
what kind of reflecting are you doing?
Like I have to reflect on how I played, whether I played according to the opponent, like if I like played like to their benefit or to like my benefit, and I have to play according to their weakness. So like if they're weak in one place, I have to hit there, so then they struggle to reach the ball. So I have to reflect on that.
So coming back to you called yourself adaptable. It sounds like you need to be massively. It's very much in the head, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. What about learner profile? We've got 10 learner profile traits in the IB. Do any jump out at you? I think we already said reflective. That's one of them.
Risk taker.
Risk taker, for example.
Like if there's like a bunch of shots, I have to like be able to confidently play and like risk it, like play like a hard shot for them. Because if I see a good opportunity, I still have to risk it and play the ball to see like to put my opponent under pressure.
Okay. But my one claim to fame in squash is that I used to play leagues in Cape Town back in 1995 with Jacques Cullis's school coach. So many people listening will know Jacques Kallis is the greatest ever South African cricketer. And so even before he was famous, I used to play squash with someone that coached him at Wynberg Boys High. Anyway, I digress. So finally, Advikaa, if a younger student was thinking of taking up squash, because it's not something that is sort of shoved in people's faces, I guess you could say, in this part of the world, but it's such a wonderful sport. What sort of encouragement or advice could you give them?
Never to give up, even if you see players better than you or with more experience. You always have to push yourself to your limits and to like your best, like your capability, and you'll improve like eventually.
Okay, and why is squash itself a sport that should attract them? What is nice and fun and different and interesting about it?
Like I feel like it's like a different sport. Like not many people know it, and it's like very unique because there's several shots you can play and there's several ways you can play its styles, and it's like very fun to play, and it's also intense, and like many people enjoy playing it.
So do you think the lazier people are playing padel these days instead of squash?
Yeah.
Or tennis, for that matter? It's like a combination of the two. I'm sure padel is very fun, but squash is so much more intense.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball doesn't bounce like it does in padel, that's for sure. All right, well, thanks for watching this episode of Young Sports Stars, and look out for future episodes. Advikaa, thanks for sharing. It's great to hear how much thought and maturity goes in behind the scenes. And thanks so much to parents and coaches for pushing you, supporting you, and we look forward to your next chapter. All right, thanks so much. All right.